Welcome, heroes, villains, and morally questionable weirdos, to a very special episode of Canon Clash, one where I get to shut up for the intro. Jess, go right ahead.
Hi, hello. I am Pirate Princess Jess, and I'm your host today. Thank you. Thank you. And I brought a soundboard with me.
Oh, I'm
It's
terrified.
a special episode of Canon Clash because we're talking about Sonic the Hedgehog this time. Usually on this show, they do DC and Marvel comic books. That's enough cheering. Okay. But today we're going to do Sonic the Hedgehog comic books. So these are all canon to the comic books, which are various levels of canon. I did have a lot of people on my little promo video actualing me that certain things aren't canon anymore because there have been some reboots. Which
Oh, we've never cared about Canon.
I know.
Look, to people who are saying that, Canon Clash has always been about, did these companies really publish this? Not, is it canon or
Yeah,
not?
who expects canon from something called Canon Clash?
To them.
Ridiculous,
Truly
people.
terrible.
Yeah, nonsense.
But it was canon at one point in time. For those of you who haven't seen the show, basically the idea is that we put out a character, or there will be a character on the slideshow that's presenting, and our lovely guests have to guess whether that character was actually published or not. And they can ask for one hint. Their hint can be a fun fact, the publication information, which is usually just the first appearance, or a physical description of the character. And there is some strange malarkey about who gets to choose, who gets to suggest things first win.
Just do it. Just do whatever you want. The rules are loose.
The
Do whatever
rules
feels
are
right.
loose. Awesome. And I am gonna give a little disclaimer too with this. So publication info is less helpful here than it is for other comic books because it's a shorter period of time. But there is one key piece of information that will make it extremely helpful. In about 2017, Sonic the Hedgehog comics were rebooted. Archie Comics lost the rights to them. Those rights went to IDW. And the IDW comics are a little less weird. A lot better. Sega had a lot more oversight on what was published and what wasn't. So one very key piece of information you can find out from this is, was this pre-IDW or post, or pre-IDW or post-Archie, right?
Okay.
Because it's a big difference.
The vibe shifted.
Okay.
Yeah. Sweet.
The other thing...
now... Oh, go ahead. Yeah. No, sorry.
The other thing is we did change some of this last minute. I had a conversation with Josie the other day where I said to her the phrase... Josie, what did I say to you?
You said, do I need to censor this so that I'm not insensitive to the conflict in Israeli and Palestine? What?
Because Ken Penders, who was one of the main writers for the Archie Sonic the Hedgehog comics, really wanted to tell real and hard-hitting stories with real political impact. And he liked to use the echidnas as a metaphor for the Jewish people.
Logical.
And
Totally.
so this was a lot more ridiculous, but some things were removed due to the ongoing conflict that's happening right now, because it just seems insensitive.
And as the owner of this channel, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that.
So we are going to try to avoid as much of that as we can, because it's, it's written with all of the vigor of a straight white man with no oversight.
That's a good phrase. I mean, it's a bad phrase, but it's a good phrase.
Is there anything else we need to add, Matt?
On one thing that I am going to add in very briefly is in chat, by the way, just let me know if you guys are getting audio weirdness or visual weirdness or things like that. Not only is this the first time we are running Canon Clash off the new backend system that we are using for DnDorks, because I switched to everything, I'm not using Skype anymore. This is also the first time that we've had a guest host where, like, I'm a contestant and someone else is running the slides. So there's a lot of new stuff in tech. If people's audio volumes need to be adjusted or things like that, or like you guys are having trouble seeing the questions, just let me know and I will try my best to fix it. Hopefully we won't have too much. I think I've gotten everything working out decently well. But otherwise, I think we're good to go, at least on my end.
That's because I had my mic muted. Is this better? Can you hear me now?
I think so.
I can.
I cannot hear the chat's end, so let's wait a second to see how that's going with stream delay. But it seems good. I got one good in the chat. Oh, here, if we want to go through and show what our answer indicators are as we're waiting for that, because I forgot to grab these. I always tell people to grab them, and then I forgot to grab them until like 3 seconds before the show started. But I have my gamma serum vial for yes, and I have my PIM particle vial for no. So I got my green and my red here.
Oh.
There we go.
Also,
I had to bring in something fun.
Just a real quick side note, to the person who's asking if Nikyle Clayton's name tag is wrong on screen, I think I'm actually being made fun of with that because I didn't check the auto subtitles on my promotion video and it called him Kyle Clayton. I'm
going to say that it was Nikhil's idea. It's Nikhil's fault. He texted me and said, "Can we do that?" And I said, "Sure." So at worst, I'm enabling him and cannot be blamed for originating
I think it's
the
funny.
joke.
It's fine.
It is. I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't funny. At the very least.
I'm very sorry about that though.
You really don't need to apologize. It's a subtitle.
Okay, wait. One more check on my microphone. Is that better?
I can hear you great now.
Yeah, you sound good.
Sounds good on my end. At
Brilliant.
least.
Also,
All right.
Josie, you need answer indicators. I don't think anyone told you that. Something to hold up for yes and no.
No one told me this. No.
I also was not told until it started last time.
That's probably on me. I forgot that I should do that. But yeah, it literally just something so that people aren't talking over each other when it's time to vote. That was a system I very quickly realized we would need.
Mine are Gambit for yes and a Minion for no.
I love that. That's so good.
That was such a 90-degree turn in the middle of the Gambit for yes. Yeah, it's Kyle Clayton. It's what everybody expects. Minion for no caught me a little bit off guard, but all right, whatever.
There is in my house a a bookshelf-sized X-Men shrine of stuff, and next to it directly is a minion shrine of the exact same size of my partners, because they collect these little guys, and so we have so many.
That's
Why is that one naked?
It's
Don't
not
they
naked.
Have... Oh
It's
wait,
not
no, it's
naked.
just yellow
Yeah.
pants. It just vaguely looks naked from the color contrast. Okay. Well, on that horrible note, are we ready?
I will do.
Actually, let's be honest.
Vaporeon
Talking about
for
naked
yes
minions.
and Flareon for no.
Valerian.
I like that.
Vaporeon, Flareon. All right, sweet.
Okay. So I guess we just go right into it then.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. So our first option is, and usually I think we show the character name first and then read the description, but I think this is funnier this way. We have
Yeah, I mix it up sometimes.
a heroic hedgehog who runs very fast and fights against the evil Dr. Robotnik. And that would be Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog.
Okay, well, I have some good news. The name did show up on the screen correctly.
Mhm.
Bad news. I'm already really in the weeds on whether this is
I'm
real or not.
already so committing to it's real. I feel like this is.
Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog.
Is that the whole description? Is that what we're getting? It's just a hedgehog that
And the
fights a Robotnik?
description was just...
Here's what I'm thinking. This is like the older Sonic. They're like, oh yeah, there used to be another guy. His name was Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog.
I don't know if it's the older... I'm also feeling real just because Ogilvy... As someone who has written questions for this show for a very long time now, I have to consider how reasonable it would be to come up with these names. And Ogilvy...
I don't know. Actually, the thing that was giving me the most pause is I feel like Jess would write Ogilvy Maurice on a thing.
Okay, Jess, how many times have you been to Chicago?
I have been to Chicago one time in my life. Interesting that you would ask that.
I'm leaning towards yes.
Okay, we do get the hints
Yes, it's
though.
real.
Yes,
Yeah.
I feel like we're all okay. I'm tempted to say I want to know what Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog looks
I-
like, but I also fear that it's just gonna be Sonic.
Every time I'm going to lean towards physical appearance. I gotta be honest. I find that's usually my
I
least.
feel like that is the
That's
vibe.
usually my
Okay.
least favorite of these hints. But like, this isn't a costume. This is like a weird hedgehog. I hope it
Yeah.
looks strange.
All right.
The context of the hints has changed quite a bit, so yeah, I will also lock down for appearance.
So that's 2 out of 3 for appearance. And Jose,
Same.
cool. This is a blue hedgehog with white gloves and red shoes.
Oh, you nailed it,
God
Matt.
damn it.
You nailed it.
I,
It's gotta.
it wasn't hard to nail.
It's gotta be just old Sonic. I swear to God. It's gonna be like, yeah, there was a Sonic from the 1920s. His name was Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog. I'm betting it.
Does Sonic do multiverse too?
No,
I
I'm
don't know.
talking like his
Well, I don't know if this
great-grandfather,
era-
man. I'm not literally a
I'm saying that's
multiverse.
another option. Okay,
Sonic
you know,
with amnesia,
all
maybe.
right.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
yeah,
ready
it
to
could be his
vote.
Rick.
I'm ready to. Oh, that is a good. I'm ready. Okay, yeah, I see pathways. I'm ready to.
Alright,
vote.
Everybody
so-
ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, show. So that's 3 for real? All right. Well, the
3 for real, I think.
good
yeah.
news is you are all correct. That's Sonic the Hedgehog's real name.
What?
Jess, what an incredible start to the episode.
If someone
This-
just knew that. Imagine one of us was like, yes, of course,
What a-
Sonic's real name.
What a great start to the tone. What a good pace setter for the nuns. Oh my
Ogilvy.
god.
Ogilvy.
I
Maurice-
realized I can't.
So
oh.
specifically, this is Sonic's real name according to the Archie Sonic the Hedgehog comics, which were the Sonic the Hedgehog comics until 2019. So if anyone wants to say that's not canon, that's not his name, up until 2019, for the majority of my life as a Sonic the Hedgehog fan, yes, it was.
I love this. This isn't even a microphone. I love this.
Oh yeah. Wow. Fear has filled my heart with what nonsense we're good. If that's question one, but we all got it. We all got it. So I'm feeling good, but I'm also feeling terrified. Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog.
Okay, can I explain the Chicago thing?
Yeah, please.
And I want to know if Ken
Yeah,
Penders
please
has
do.
any ties to Chicago, because Ogilvy is the name of one of the main train stations in downtown Chicago. It's called Ogilvy Station. And so I was like, Jess
Oh.
probably wouldn't know that, and so just no way she's pulling that name out of her ass. But if Ken Penders like has some relation to Chicago, I could see like, okay, like maybe some random
Oh.
character, Sonic's like younger brother, twin, or granddaddy or something like that.
I
I'll have to
Oh,
look that
yeah.
up later. Obviously,
wanna
not
know
now,
that too.
But
also, yeah, Ken Penders is an.
if you want a sidebar and Google something, please
Nah,
do.
we can do that later.
That's
But yeah,
great.
Ken Penders is a name you're going to hear a
I'm
lot.
not gonna stop any tangents.
Ken Penders and Ian Flynn are the most notable comic book writers for Sonic the Hedgehog, and Ian Flynn is great. Ken Penders he wrote some stuff.
Well, he's
Uh,
from Chicago, so you can only expect so much.
We had the intro. Yeah,
I'm from Chicago.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Brutal. All right, so for our next one, we have
All right.
Sonic Man. And we also have a description.
Oh, I have a theory.
Sonic Man
oh,
is
I
a
have a
human actor
theory.
employed by Breeze Media who dresses up like Sonic the Hedgehog. He has his own TV show named after himself, i.e., it is called Sonic Man.
I no longer have a
I want
theory.
this to be. I want this to be real so bad. It's gonna. I don't think there's anything you can put on these slides that I'm not gonna be like, fuck yeah, that was totally a thing.
When I saw Sonic Man come up on the screen, my first thought immediately was, is this some sort of crossover between Sonic and Mega Man? And then you said what it was, and I don't think that's the case anymore.
No, it's like
Um,
Sonic's long shot. This is fucking awesome. I want this.
It's a guy that plays Sonic.
No, he plays Sonic Man. Right?
Sonic Man, sorry. This is another one. It's like visual appearance. I think I have a decent
I
idea.
think it's
of what
gonna
that
be a
would
guy in a
already.
Sonic suit.
I feel
kinda wanna
he
go
just
for fun
kind of
fact.
got a visual appearance though.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I don't need. I think fun fact
Yeah.
is probably the
I'm
play
going
here because
fun
it's
fact.
got to be.
Wait, well, what are the hints that you can
Yeah,
get
fun
again? Fun
fact.
fact, visual appearance, and
And
Release date.
publication info, first
Publication.
appearance, release date.
Yeah. And usually
I don't
that one's
know
helpful, but as
if
we
we're
went over,
doing priority or what the priority is, but I want to lock in for fun fact.
everyone's tied. Everyone's tied right now, so it doesn't matter at the moment. Yeah, I will also lock in for fun fact. I want to hear more.
All right, that's 2 out of 3. Which means it's fun fact. Sorry, Josie.
Okay, that's fine.
The fun fact is that his show is based on Power Rangers. It's the in-universe
Oh.
Power Rangers.
Well, that's more confusing than
Oh.
who are the rest of. Is it like Knuckles Man, Tails Man?
Oh, it is
Amy
very
Man.
believable that they're.
I don't know. That swayed me the other way. Now
Okay.
I'm thinking it's not true.
No, I'm okay. I have a line of thinking. I don't know if it's right, but I got a thought process. God, my own show is such a nightmare to be on.
Is everybody ready?
Yes.
I'm
All
ready.
right, 3, 2, 1. So we have 1 no and 2 yeses. The answer is yes. This is Sonic Man in all of his glory. I love him so much.
That's incredibly good.
It's so good. This character was actually in one of the video games. He made it into Sonic 2006. I think actually he was in Sonic 06 before he was in the comic books. But yeah, Sonic Man.
I'm gonna follow up on Nikhil's question. Is there a Knuckles Man and a Tails Man?
I actually don't know. So there's a very small
'Cause
time period of comic books that I did not read for Sonic the Hedgehog comics because I was in college and could not afford them. And this happened then. So I just know the character
You don't know
because
who the other Rangers are at all?
I don't. There might be more.
My thought process that led me to Real, and this might be just totally out there, but if it was Sonic Man, Knuckles Man, Tails Man, that is red, blue, yellow, which is the classic starter Rangers for most of the shows. I was like, that, if it's a Power Rangers analog, it being red, blue, yellow makes sense. And I thought that was believable.
Yeah.
So who knows? It led me to the right point, and that's all that matters, I guess.
I will ask that nobody Google it because this that does potentially ruin something for the future.
Yeah, no, never.
Never.
I will 100% Google it when we are done with the episode, but not yet.
Yeah, I should have thought to look and see if there were other Sonic Man characters because I love this concept so much.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good concept.
And I guess we're down to our next one, which is the joke hare.
Oh my god.
This green-eared rabbit clown is the arch rival of Wayne the Bat and is reminiscent of another famous comic book clown.
The Trickster.
The Trickster. Yes, she is reminiscent of the Trickster.
She?
Yes, she.
She, okay. Now, I'm sorry. I do feel like we glossed over something in that description that was maybe deserves revisiting. Did you say Wayne the Bat super casually?
Wayne the Bat.
Jess?
You know, Wayne the Bat. I don't know.
I thought you were going to get that little
I don't know what
tidbit
that
in there
could
without
be.
someone catching on.
Is that legal?
Wayne the Bat. Look, parody law is a hell of a thing.
Do you know any bats that fight
Wayne
rabbits?
The Bat and joke hare.
Is the joke hare spelled the way that it's spelled in the slide?
No, it is not. That is my
Okay.
fault. Okay.
H-A-R-E. I'm sorry.
Now, yeah, that was something that was causing me pause. Like, that could easily be a typo. But
Dorito DeVito with 5 gifts.
Thinking of the time frame, would they have done? I mean, I think the time frame for the Archie comics would have been such where, like, a Joker parody.
I mean, Archie is.
That's a pretty classic.
Archie
thing.
is not above ripping characters.
No, they're not. Okay. Again, I think this is one where the Nikhil has
do
hit
a
priority here.
priority.
I don't think appearance.
I kind of want to hear appearance. I want to know what the Joker rabbit looks like, but I also kind of already know that you said he had green ears or whatever. I'm gonna lock it for appearance. You guys can override me if you want.
All right, Josie, what are you thinking?
No preference here. Any information that I can get on this would be good.
That's good. If it's down to I say fun fact. I say fun fact because I think we already have a good chunk of the appearance from the description alone. So then Josie, it does come
Okay,
down to
actually,
like
yeah, I'll go
preference.
fun fact too. I could see that being a little bit more helpful
Alright.
in this case.
All right.
Okay.
She is the main villain residing in the Goth Knight zone. Knight being spelled with a K.
There's no way. There's no way the Goth Knight Zone is
Okay,
no.
I know my answer.
Bullshit. I also know. I was okay. I was teetering on the edge, and then you said Goth Knight Zone.
All right, so everybody ready then?
Yes.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. That is everyone saying or that it's false, and that is true. It is false.
Oh,
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Goth Knight Zone is not real.
I love that you worked in Wayne the Bat though for
Oh,
your
thank you.
description.
The
Thank
Wayne the Bat was good. That's what had me on the edge. I was like, because there's another bat, right? The
Yeah, there's
lady.
Rouge the Bat.
I don't know her name.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Rouge.
Rouge.
I remember her.
That's exactly what I would have. I thought her name was Rogue, and I get.
No, I
that's-
had make the
okay.
same mistake. Don't worry.
It's spelled
Yeah.
Rogue. It's spelled
Okay.
exactly like Rogue until you hear it pronounced. It's like what?
Well, isn't it? I assume it's spelled like Rouge,
Okay.
which is one letter different than Rogue.
Is it
This-
different? I am very
I
dyslexic.
always thought it was Rouge, but I might-
Rouge is
am-
Rouge. Rogue is Rogue.
You know,
I don't want to
gonna
look
need-
at chat because I don't want to get any answers like spoiled. But
Okay, yeah.
Chat. Maybe
Chat.
knows.
From what I'm seeing in chat, it's spelled like Rouge. I'm very dyslexic, and I did not know those two words were spelled differently.
To be fair, they're not very
Yeah,
spelled.
it's one
Actually,
moving.
what a great segue. Speaking of not very spelled differently, Sonic Man.
What?
Uh,
This has to be real.
Ah,
This has to be
he
real.
is.
Why would you include it?
the evil robot version of Sonic the Hedgehog,
100%.
who was upgraded using
100%.
Dr. Wily's technology from the future of Mega Man's world.
Oh my God!
One of the
wait! So the
roboticized
bullshit I said
masters.
earlier. So the thing I said earlier, I was like, oh, maybe it's a Sonic Mega Man.
I was losing my mind when you said that. It took all of my self-control to not lose my mind.
I'm
But now I have less faith in the concept.
no, I'm
Do
full in because there's no reason to make this up. I think that this has to be real. Also, she asked us not to Google Sonic Man, so I think this has to be why.
I mean, I don't care what the hint is because I have to stay true to my convictions. So, you know, my answer's already in. What do you guys want?
There is
I'm
also-
so torn on this one. I think I would want to know publication date for this one personally.
I'd be down for publication date.
I'm so mad.
So he first appeared in Sonic Boom #8, 2015.
That's before
I
the.
know a guy who worked on
IDW?
that actually.
That is before the IDW reboot, and it is also worth noting that Sonic Boom as a comic book is a tie-in to the Sonic Boom cartoon.
See, the thing that's giving me pause here is I know
Oh.
there's a robot Sonic. Like I know that exists. I don't know if this is that.
This is not that. That's Metal Sonic. That's one of the few I know. Because I liked edgy robots when I was a kid. And
Yeah, don't
now,
stop liking them. They're amazing.
Yeah, no, it hasn't stopped. I mean, I feel like the comic being a tie-in to the show actually lowers my faith in it. But once again, I have to stand firm with my convictions here. If I psychically predicted this,
Okay, I think I know my answer.
Is Mega Man in
All
Sonic
right.
Boom?
Is everybody ready?
Yes.
no,
Awesome. Is that a real no, or is that a...
No, he's ready. He's
I'm ready. Ready as I'm gonna
Awesome.
be.
In that case, 3, 2, 1. We have 1 fake and 2 reals. This is very real. and it's awesome.
Nice.
Thank
That's awesome.
It's so cool.
That's a better design than I was expecting. I will give it that. I will 100% give that a better design than I was expecting.
Archie Comics Sonic is occasionally terrible and sometimes even downright offensive, but sometimes that shit was so raw. Like they got so cool sometimes. Having X fight this was so cool.
Yeah, that's sick. Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to the scores as much as I should because I'm not technically hosting. Josie, you were the one that said fake, right? Or was okay, cool. I thought I got it right.
I want that in a Mega Man game.
I can't believe I.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say that my knowledge of Jess is working against me for this question because I was thinking to myself, Sonic Man sounds exactly like the kind of like headcanon fanfiction that Jess would write about two of her favorite franchises.
I'm going to tell you right now, about 15 million people had this same headcanon for years before this became a real thing. Like, it's so good. It's so good.
And it looks better than it has any right to.
The artist for this.
But is Sonic Man cooler looking than Sonic Man? That's the real question.
That's
I
a
think.
very real question.
Yes.
Chat, come on, chat. Let's get some votes in. Who do you like more, Sonic Man or Sonic Man?
All one word Sonic Man or with a space Sonic Man?
I'm 4 for 4 right now. I'm doing good. Let's hope I can keep.
I love this next one so much. We have Nicapion Mace.
What?
And our description for Nicapion Mace is that this is Knuckles' infant half-brother. He's an infant. And
it's a baby?
Knuckles' half-brother.
One of them's named Knuckles and the other one's named Nicapion?
Named...
Nicapion Mace.
I don't even want any hints. I don't care if this is real or not. I have to believe that this is real.
There's no way.
I just want to believe that this is real.
Nicapion. We're not even getting to Mace. Just Nicapion. Okay. I know. Oh, well, I'm lowest in hint priority. I'll shut up about that. But boy,
I guess I'm still losing, right? Yeah. Oh no,
it's 3-3-4, so everything's close.
And I think Josie said she doesn't care about the hint. She just knows what her answer is.
I know what I'm gonna answer no matter what. So yeah.
I'm gonna go fun fact.
You're gonna go fun fact?
Yeah.
I'll take whatever. So
So the fun fact is, Nicapion, as a baby, likes to hit Knuckles with his rattle as if it were a mace.
Oh,
Aw, that's really cute.
on the knee.
Okay.
Usually it's in his face. Just
so his name is Kneecap on Mace, and he uses a mace to hit him in the face.
Yeah, that kind of rhymed.
Well, I get Kneecap is the equivalent of Knuckle in this scenario. So.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, that actually makes it much more realistic to me. I thought this was some sort of joke.
Nikhil, did you not get
Well, I
that?
went in assuming it was a lie, and I thought it was a silly word, and I thought it was a joke about kneecapping people. I did not think it was real.
It's because it's Knuckles and Kneecap.
First of all, I object to the idea that knuckles are intrinsically tied to kneecaps in general.
They're body parts that start with KN. That's literally all it is.
The next one's gonna be an Elbeon.
Elbowion. Yeah.
Wait, can Nicapion be the fighting type evolution? Please. Pokemon Company, come on, guys.
As a special version of Low Sweep.
I love it. All right, do we all have our answers ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. It says 2 reals and 1 fake.
Real.
The answer is very real.
Damn it! There goes my streak, and now everyone's tied.
I will say the kneecap thing is the only thing that made me think that was real. And the moment you said that, I was like, oh, okay, so it could be true. Other than that, I was just...
So I just gave Nikhil the
I was
point.
just like, just made a funny joke about kneecapping people. And then
I'm
Matt
hilarious.
brought it up.
They beat me to it. It's too funny.
That's wild that his mace is just is rattle's just a. It is
It's
a
a
mace.
It's a big rock.
Okay, I don't know what I expected.
Nicapion mace.
I am so
Nicapion.
glad that that is real. I wanted that to be real so bad.
It's so good.
I did too, but.
And
All right, everyone's tied up now. This is all just
are you?
getting real
Are you guys
close.
ready for this one? I don't think you are, because it's
Let's do
Sonic Man.
it. Oh my
No!
fucking god!
I'm gonna commit crimes.
Oh my fucking god!
All right, a little context.
Okay.
Earth in the Archie Sonic comics is called Mobius. But so Sonic Man is Sonic the Hedgehog from an alternate reality version of Mobius, where all of the animal characters are humans and all of the human characters are animals.
So they do multiverse. Interesting.
There is a lot of multiverse
So
stuff in
it's
Sonic. The Mega Man stuff is also multiverse.
So
this is a man.
So to
This is a
recap,
man named Sonic. This now is what we've got.
Well, this is a man named
Basically.
Ogilvy, but he goes by Sonic.
A man named. Okay, so we have Sonic Man, one word, which is a Power Ranger. We have Sonic Spaceman, which is a Mega Man robot, and we have Sonic hyphen Man, which is
Okay,
a guy.
You meant Sonic Dash Man?
I'm going by Spider-Man logic.
I most want publication date because I want to know if Archie published all three of these or if this is a reboot character.
Okay.
That actually is an interesting line of thinking. I kind of want to know the fun fact because I have a question that I wonder if the fun fact is going to answer, but it's kind of against the spirit of the show to ask questions, so I don't know.
Tiebreaker,
So,
Josie?
Josie, then I guess it goes to you.
Oh, I'm torn. I think publication date will be most helpful for answering the question, but I just want to know the fun fact. I'm going to say publication date for the sake of the game.
That's fair. That's
So
fair.
he first appeared in Sonic Convergence issue number 2, 2011.
Archie, what are you doing?
Was all
That could explain why they're all different spellings. Like, it is interesting to me that they didn't just go for it again. Especially because this is like an actual man.
It's just and Jess, you don't have to answer this, of course. You don't have to answer any extra questions that are posed by the contestants. But does he go fast?
He does go fast.
Does he roll into a ball when he go fast?
He does not roll into a ball. At least not that I ever saw.
That okay.
I did not read this whole event. It wasn't good.
Okay. Well, I think that steals it
Okay.
right there then.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm ready.
All right. Everyone ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
I want to
3
believe
reels?
in the 3 distinct
It is
Sonic.
not real.
No!
You tricked us.
I was so willing.
lied to
built
us.
us
I
up
was so
for so
willing to
long.
agree that you I was so willing to believe that you didn't like this stupid concept that you were expressing that truthfully. That I was like, all right,
No,
cool. It's got to be real.
I wish this were real. Oh, I would love this concept so much.
Oh, Jess, you're too good at like hosting this and setting this up for like manipulating between questions.
I had so much
Did
fun.
you randomize this or did you put this order in on purpose?
I put this in order on purpose.
See, that's a question I should have asked earlier.
Should I have randomized this?
You don't have to.
I usually do, but I do it arbitrarily.
Okay.
You don't have to. There's no rule for that.
Yeah, because I don't know. I thought about doing all 3 Sonic Mans in a row right away, and I was like, that's kind of boring.
Yeah, I think making it a recurring joke was the.
However, it would have been absolutely amazing for the first 3 rounds of this game, or to do the real Sonic, and then the next 3 rounds were just all Sonic Man.
Sonic Man, Sonic
I
Man,
would have
Sonic
been-
Man.
If there's a 4th Sonic
I would
Man,
have been pulling my chair out.
I'm ending the stream. By the way,
If
if Sonic Man shows up on this again,
Yes, you
we're
have
done.
the
We're done with
opportunity to
show.
do the funniest thing ever right now when you hit next slide.
How many more
Let's do it.
variations of Sonic Man as a spelling can you get?
Sonic Dot Man.
I will tell you, there are more Sonic Mans, but they are not on this. There is, however, Violig MA.
No.
Some of you might be tempted to
There's
say
no-
Violigma. That's Violig-MA.
I'm assuming that this. Do we get
yeah.
anything else?
Vile, the Mega
Okay.
Man villain, fused with Lig the Chameleon from the Sonic the Hedgehog comics, and then was upgraded with the MA virus.
The MA virus. What does the MA virus do?
When did the Ligma joke start entering the public lexicon?
Years and years and
When
years
did
ago.
that?
I remember
Ligma.
that shit from like early
Yeah.
mid 2000s.
Yeah, Ligma's like just always been
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, that's a good clip. Someone clip
This
that.
makes that
But-
Jet CD's Nuts video so much better if this is real.
I love that so much. CD's not.
Wait, what does the MA virus do? Can you say?
I did not say. It's something that was introduced in the. Actually, should I answer this? I'm not going to answer.
You can fully deny questions if you would like. You're allowed to pose them as a contestant, but they can be shot down.
I'm not going to answer this one.
Okay. Sad.
Fun fact,
We're
question
again
mark?
all tied. So
Fun fact.
I do think it would be interesting to see appearance, but I will also accept fun fact. Nikhil, you have a strong preference
I was
here?
leaning more towards appearance, personally.
Okay, so what then? It does come down to me. I am gonna go with appearance. I am gonna go with appearance for Vile Lig.
I'm also
Okay.
very curious about appearance, but yeah, yeah.
He is a purple military robot with a metal chameleon head and a large minigun on his left shoulder. Violig MA has a chameleon tail that shoots acid and a laser whip for a tongue.
Dude, if you made this up, this is beyond the pale thinking here. You need to make this exist for real. This is crazy.
Yeah.
That was a dope description.
How?
Thank
If you made this up, why aren't you writing the comics?
Yeah, honestly.
Seriously. With that and Sonic-Man, I mean, come on.
It's from the same event, totally.
Just how much faith do I have in these publishers to not make a Ligma joke? That's all.
All I've learned
I have
today.
so
Everything
little.
else in this description is irrelevant.
All I've learned today is that we should have no faith they wouldn't make a Ligma joke because of course they would.
Of course they would, but I also like. I have to come at this from the perspective of at least like what sort of nonsense would I put in this show? This is the show that I usually write, and obviously Jess is going to approach it a little bit differently than I would. But would I do this? Yeah, I totally 100% would. So I think I'm ready.
All right, everybody else ready?
All right. Yep.
3, 2, 1. We have 2 reals and 1 fake. Matt, you are correct. Vile Ligma is a figment of my imagination.
Good.
This is
Good job.
Ligma us, Jessica.
I did.
That is an amazing.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
upset.
That was
I'm also upset that Vile Ligma doesn't exist.
The description really sold me. I was like, this is so well thought
That
out.
was- yeah,
I
that was
think this has
good.
gotta be real.
that was
Thank you.
that was a challenge to make believable, and I do think you delivered.
I thought
also sad-
about this instead of working one day, so I put a lot.
Wait,
of
is the MA virus real?
No, it is not.
That's so sad. Okay, thank you.
Good job.
What
Extra
was
good
you
job.
gonna say? What were you gonna say about the MA virus? Were you about to make it up on the spot?
I was going to, yeah.
Okay,
was
what
gonna
does the
comment.
MA virus do, Jessica?
Yeah, Jess.
So there is a virus that goes around in one of the Mega Man X games, like Mega Man X6 or whatever, that turns Zero into like a ghost monster or something, like a ghost Reploid. I used to be so into Mega Man X, and I cannot keep this stuff straight anymore. And I was just gonna say what that virus did.
Okay. I love how casually you just
A-
said ghost
a
Reploid,
big-
like any of
The
us know
Zero
what that
virus. That's
means.
right. Thank you,
A
Vic
big-
Weave.
Oh, part of the reason I also I voted real is I thought it might have been a play on the TO virus, which turns people into robots in X-Men, and that they
Oh.
had called it the MA virus, and he was a robot man. Which is also why I wanted physical description because I want to see if he still had human parts or chameleon
That's-
parts.
Oh god,
But-
that's gonna be the last Sonic Man. Sonic-MA.
I wish. Unfortunately, we are out of Sonic Mans because it just gets more ridiculous. Our next thing is Lemon Sundrop Dandelion, LSD, a potent hallucinogen that killed Charmy B's best friend, Mellow B.
Not Charmy B.
It
No,
killed someone?
LSD's no joke, dude.
Yep.
LSD, you gotta be careful with.
I think I have an answer for this one.
Wait, we can't just go so fast through Sonic LSD.
I think.
What do you mean you have an answer?
Wait. I want publication date for this one.
You want publication date?
That that would be. I'll go ahead
Let's
and.
do publication
I'll
date.
take
I don't
publication
have
date.
priority, but.
All right. Archie
That's
Comics,
helpful.
Knuckles the Echidna, number 13, 1998.
Yeah, Kidna. Okay. Is this here's my
1998.
thinking is I wonder if this is the guy she was talking about at the beginning that liked to do real world issues and had all the Israeli stuff apparently with the echidnas, and that this is his take on the drug war.
That's also kind of more or less what I'm thinking for this.
I have another question, and again, you don't have to answer, but do they call it LSD, or do they always explicitly refer to it as lemon sundrop dandelion?
They do call it LSD.
I'm telling you, it's this guy.
Okay.
It's this guy. He's 18 years late to the war on drugs. He's ready to do it now.
That makes it more believable, because I'm thinking about this from a comics perspective, and I'm trying to think of like writing on the pen. Having to write out lemon sundrop dandelion in the voice bubble every time, I think would just be very annoying for spacing. I hate this, but I do think I have my answer.
All right, everybody ready then?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, you're all correct. LSD just exists in the Sonic universe. I wanna tell you all.
Go on forever, Charlie. Forever.
I do want to say the fun fact for this is that it's the secret sauce on Renfield T. Rodent's hot dogs. So if Renfield T. Rodent tries to sell you a hot dog, maybe think twice.
Maybe don't buy a hot dog
That
from
sounds
a
like
rodent.
a great value hot dog.
Two different takes on that.
I don't mind the
I have a
LSD. I'm
very
not gonna buy
important
food
two-part
from a rodent.
question about this.
Right,
This Mellow B character, was Mellow B a character before this? Is part one.
I don't believe so, but we are led to believe that he's Charmy the Bee's best friend.
Okay. And does do they come back, or do they just
They
stay
are dead. They are dead.
This
forever
seems like a
dead.
very collateral to sell a story. Character.
Okay, also, did Mello B
Yes,
overdose from LSD?
Yes.
Josie, it said the Rainbow Fields went on forever.
That's
What
not
else could that
that's not
mean?
a
The
thing,
panel
though.
where
You
the
can't
big
OD
man-
on LSD.
That's what every
collab?
person who overdoses says.
Rainbow Fields gone for.
It's also technically, Josie, we don't know the chemical composition of
Lemon sundrop dandelion.
lemon sundrop dandelion. I already forgot what it was. We don't know the chemical composition. It's technically not LSD. Maybe
it's just
it's just LSD, but you can
maybe
overdose
it's
on it. That's
just
literally the
cocaine,
only
and he
difference.
didn't realize that the LSD connection was there.
I want to believe that that's the truth.
Oh
But yeah, you're 100%
God.
correct. That was a Ken Penders thing. Ken Penders had 100% creative control over the Knuckles the Echidna comics, and no one was double checking him for a very long time. Which is a great
I cannot
segue
believe-
into.
No.
No.
I'm so scared, especially from the fact that you said at the beginning that he often used them as a stand-in.
Bad.
Oh God, Jess.
Christo the Echidna was nailed to a cross for claiming to be the son of the Master Emerald. His death and reincarnation allowed for the Echidnas to go to Angel Island, which had once been forbidden to them due to their dependency on technology.
Wait, this can't be real, right? Because that would be a Jesus, and you said that the Echidnas were supposed to be the Jews, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Jesus was
So-
a Jew?
No, but like if you give their religion a Jesus that died for their sins, then they're not the Jewish people anymore.
I'm so scared to say anything.
They're not, but then remember, this is like a really terrible white dude
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
making
this is- I
political
don't believe this was
commentary. Like
written
that
by a
sounds
Jewish
exactly
person.
what someone would do.
Yeah. This does very much read as like someone misunderstanding the differences between Judaism and Christianity, which
Or
Oh,
more
man.
sinisterly, I
I'm
guess
not.
it could just be him be like, what if the Jewish people had a Jesus? Would they stop being Jewish? I hope so. I don't know what his takes were. He
Let's
didn't tell us.
okay. Let's hope it's not that. I don't know enough about Ken Penders, and I am going to try to keep it that way. Just in general, I think.
Apparently, he is a trans ally, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, he announced he was leaving Twitter because it became too transphobic, which I did not see coming.
All right.
So
Good for Ken Penders.
you know,
No, no,
we don't want to claim
no.
him.
Okay. Well, this is another one where I don't think visuals are going to be the most helpful. I do have a general idea.
I really want to know what
Fun
Jesus the Echidna
fact.
looks like. But I'm okay with
You guys have
any
priorities,
hints
so
here. I just think that
I'm
you guys get to
so
pick before
I'm
me.
locked in on what I said earlier, so I'm down to just hear what he looks like.
I think yeah, I want to know what he looks like.
All right.
Okay, sure.
That would be a red echidna with long brown hair, often seen wearing a white robe.
Okay,
Oh my god.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am the most torn on this one of any question so far. This one is baffling in a way that I truly despise.
All right, everybody ready then?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
3, 2, 1, show. That is 1 no and 2 yeses. The no's have it. That is not.
Yes. Mixing metaphors, baby.
I'm glad
So
I'm
Ken
wrong.
Penders
I'm glad I'm
does
wrong.
have an echidna Jesus allegory, and it's Knuckles.
Oh.
Which is so
What?
weird. There's some official art from the comic book of Knuckles walking on water like Jesus. Like Knuckles does die and then come back, and now he's green. Like it's a whole thing. And it's convoluted, and
He comes back green.
yeah, well, he's got the power of the Master Emerald, which makes people green.
No, Matt. Logically, that's the color
Yeah.
emeralds are.
Sometimes they
Yes, it
call
is.
him Chaos Knuckles. Chaos Knuckles.
What is Jesus?
Chaos.
If
I'm not gonna
Jesus
believe in a
happens to be
savior unless
real,
he's green.
if Jesus happens to be real and he comes back for like the end times or whatever, and he's not going by Chaos Jesus, pissed.
Yep. And he has to be green.
He has to be green. He better fucking be green.
That's true.
I know we're calling this episode the Sonic Special for algorithm purposes, but if we could call this Canon Clash episode whatever, Chaos Jesus, that would be a pretty damn good one.
All right. I think Jess may end the title of Chaos Jesus after this.
Possibly.
This is just.
And so now we have Rough and Tumble. And I'm going to read for you how they introduce themselves instead of...
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. So
Sure.
alternating stanzas, each one would say one. Rough and Tumble are 2 people. And so they would start with, you looking to scrap, get ready to crumble, brace yourself for rough and tumble. They introduce themselves with a poem.
If this is not
So-
real,
so
and
this-
Jess was just like writing this earlier today, I was like, oh, this is gonna kill. Oh my god, it's gotta be.
Team Rocket,
Let me
blasting
pause
off,
it though.
Speed of light.
I was about to say exactly that, Josie. Let me posit that this is Sonic Team Rocket, and with that in mind, my first. Well, Josie, you have hint first. What are you thinking?
I'm leaning towards appearance, but I'm kind of also open to fun fact.
I'm leaning towards appearance as well.
I was also gonna go for appearance because I want to know if there's any sort of Team Rocket similarities in there.
Okay. So Rough is a short teal skunk, and Tumble is a tall cream-colored skunk.
Okay. Now, if they had been teal and pink to kind of match Team Rocket's hair, I feel like I would have believed it more. But if the colors don't match Team Rocket, I feel it a little more doubtful because of that. Because this is clearly.
I was gonna be the other way around. That if it was exactly like Team Rocket, I'd be like, no, that can't be real. I don't know.
We did have Mega Man Sonic just actually for real though. Earlier
Yeah,
in this
that's
episode,
fair.
Josie.
Also, James isn't teal, he's lilac. Thank you, Lacrimosa. That's very important to James.
I have. Okay, all right.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help
Rough
myself.
and tumble.
Rough and tumble.
Rough and tumble.
This has been, I think, the most normal so far,
Yeah.
which doesn't help as much as it should.
I'm so stumped.
All right, I think I got my
All right,
answer.
one person ready. Rest of you?
I'm ready.
Josie?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. 3, 2, 1, show it. We have 1 real and 2 fakes. Rough and tumble are real.
Ah, I changed it the last moment.
Tied up again.
Damn it.
It's tied up
Tied up
again.
again. These two were the first new villains introduced in the IDW reboot, and they're great, and people love Rough and Tumble. And they have a new poem to introduce themselves every time they show up. And it's incredible because they've shown up a lot, and it has to rhyme with Rough and Tumble. And they're really starting to stretch. And in-universe characters are making fun of them for starting to stretch.
That's
amazing.
great. Can you hit us with some?
Oh,
Can you hit us with some of the more recent poems? Jess?
I don't know if I have them with me.
If you don't have them on hand, that's okay. But I would be remiss if I did not ask.
I will throw up the next character and Google it while you guys deliberate. Our next character is
All right, cool.
Sonic, an alternate reality Sonic who can travel across dimensions because he is from the No Zone, which is a reality that is 90 degrees from everywhere. The joke is that it's a perpendicular reality instead of a parallel reality.
Actually, I've turned around. I love it. That's funny. I hated it until the parallel perpendicular reality. That's actually great, and I love this now.
That means it intersects with every reality.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
just,
That's
like,
actually a really fun
exactly-
concept.
You just picked the exact
No,
thing I was going to
I
say out of
actually
my
like this-
brain.
Okay, I've changed up. I love this one.
Sonic.
The Sonic.
Sonic. Okay, I cannot quickly find a list of Rough and Tumble poems, so I'm not gonna.
I'll look them up later. I'll look them
They're
up
so
later.
Crazy
good.
that's
IDW
but
Sonic
thank you
is some
for
of the best
trying.
comics being published right now. Sorry, what were we saying, Nico?
I said crazy that's not just a readily available thing on the internet.
I know. So what do you guys want for your
Okay.
hint?
Fun fact?
I feel like I'm also good with fun fact. I feel like appearance is risky because it could be really good or it could be Sonic, but he's red with blue shoes or something like that. And I'll take fun
All right,
fact.
that's 2 for fun fact. So, fun fact is that he's an interdimensional cop who arrests people for messing with other realities.
Ew.
Sonic as a cop.
I don't like it, but it does track with the concept. If he's on like the intersecting thing, it makes sense that he's like the enforcer. This is one, and I've gotten this before from the audience. This one, it makes too much sense, and so I feel like it's real. And maybe that's gonna lead me astray, but that's where I'm at. What are you guys thinking?
I'm
Sonic
confused why Z. Like
From the
Z
No
is what-
Zone.
That is fair.
Oh, the nose out. I guess they already have Negasonic. So like
Mm-hmm.
There's a Negasonic?
isn't there?
Teenage
Are
Warhead.
you referring to Evil Sonic,
Uh,
Anti-Sonic, the Unsonic, or not Sonic?
No,
Like,
Matt
you-
got it. I was thinking of Teenage Warhead on accident.
Negasonic.
There you go. I mean, yeah, I'm ready.
All right, everybody good?
Yeah.
3, 2.
Wait.
Sorry, I thought you were shaking your head. Yes, my bad.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Please.
One fake, 2 reels. That's real. Sonic
No!
Not.
and he works for Zegman.
Not the visual appearance I was expecting in the slightest.
I hate this character so much. He's so annoying.
It's a good concept. I
like
it.
the
I think
perpendicular
I think
reality.
it's a solid concept.
Perpendicular reality is
Yeah,
so much
that's-
fun. 90 degrees from
It
everywhere.
is.
Ah.
So
It's funny, it works, and it is, dare I say, genuinely better, unironically, than DC's negative multiverse.
can I
Thing.
can I just ask about like
So-
what does it mean to be perpendicular to reality? Because parallel reality makes sense, but perpendicular reality, does it touch every reality at some point in time, like canonically?
Yeah, so the comic books are kind of weird about this. It's was like really early on in the comics before they started to like care about continuity. This is from Sonic Super Special 8, which was 1999, and like there hit a point around like 2001 or 2 where they were like, "Oh, hey, everything needs to actually like make sense." Um and so the time in this reality is just constantly intersecting with every other reality. They can just run across realities. People, if you're in the no zone, you can be in any zone.
Yeah.
So then technically
I
that
like
also
it.
means that if time is two parallel lines moving this way, then intersecting would mean that time doesn't move forward, right?
You would think so. That's how it should work. And it's very frustrating that it doesn't. I hate the whole zone cop thing
I
because
hate
it
that.
doesn't hold
Okay,
up to
awesome.
any they could have done this right.
I think it's funky.
It's funky and it's fun.
It's dumb, but it's dumb, but it's funky.
It's a
And
fun
I think
concept.
that can get it a pass.
But they need to think it through better, darn it.
Oh,
So we are at the halfway point, which is the visual question usually. So it's a little different format than the other questions. When we did this, Matt, it was worth 3 points, right? Um,
I think I made it worth 2. I don't remember the things that I do,
Okay.
Jess. I just whatever you think is
Yeah.
right. I think I usually make them double because they're like more open ended, so they're a little harder. But
I think this one's pretty hard, so I'm going to say 3 points. And if it turns out it was easy, then egg on my face. Hey, which one's
Eggman.
Knuckles?
Eggman on your face.
Wait, what?
Which one's
Nothing.
Knuckles? Oh, sorry.
Wait.
Oh,
Wait,
Oh,
is that implying
boy.
that only one of these is Knuckles and the rest of them aren't?
Correct.
This is,
Which one's Knuckles?
Is that true? My immediate
this
answer was
is
just say all of them.
so,
No.
This
There's
is
only
so
one correct
small.
Knuckles. And reading Knuckles comics is goddamn incomprehensible because if they are related to Knuckles, they are a red echidna. And if they are not related to Knuckles, there's about a 50% chance they're still a red echidna.
Okay. A is too
This is a great idea for a visual.
A is
question.
too easy. C is clearly French Knuckles. G is clearly Cowboy Knuckles. I have no idea the between ones.
E is so distinctly different that I feel like it's gotta be a red herring. I feel like E's gotta be a red herring. Oh, I actually have an interesting question here, Jess, and again, you don't have to answer this. But we have established that like multiverse is a thing. So is this like different versions of Knuckles are counting, or this is like one guy, you know? Does that make sense?
You know, actually, that's a good point, and that wouldn't be very fair if we counted alternate reality ones. So I will tell you that C is an alternate reality Knuckles.
From the French, really?
Oh, the French one's
Yeah.
alternate reality. Great! That's exactly the one I was wondering
His name-
about. Yep.
His
Cool.
name is Onyx, and he's from the evil reality where everyone is evil.
Therefore French.
Therefore, he's French. But all of the others are distinctly non-Knuckles characters. I think, now that I think about that, I think it'd be unfair to put Onyx on there.
Um,
I asked such a. It was a poignant, helpful question, and it eliminated the one with the hat.
I'm noticing 2 of them have
That-
robot parts, and I now wish I knew whether or not Knuckles had robot parts.
I don't know of an iteration that he does, but I also don't know much about Knuckles.
It's worth noting that I think 3 of them have
I-
robot
okay,
parts
I need
because he has a robot
I
hand.
need a.
Oh, I
piece of
just
paper.
wasn't counting E for some
Oh,
reason. I was
okay.
talking about B and G. B is throwing me off because I'm curious if it's supposed to be like we don't think you're gonna be like Knuckles was a wizard. Did you know that? And I'll be like, no.
Okay, I'm actually like writing this down so I can keep track of which ones I've eliminated and not. Hold on. So
Amazing.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. We know it's not C. I don't think it's E. I think that's too obvious.
I think I have.
I also think.
Okay.
What do you guys have any insight for me here or for
Everyone,
us?
go ahead and DM your
Let's all
answer
work
to me on
together at this
Discord
point.
so you don't spoil it for everyone else.
Okay. Yeah. This. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, how do I do that?
Which one is Knuckles?
Can we just put it in this big chat, actually?
Yeah, we can do it in the big chat.
Are we good to go, or Matt, do you need more time?
No. I have
Okay.
Do we all hit
I have
enter
a
at the
take
same
here.
time,
I
or
think I'm ready.
Sure.
So,
3, 2. Oh, I guess this isn't my job. Jess.
Why are you?
I liked it. Go for it.
Sorry, I don't count what I am actually guest hosting. I don't know why I started now.
That's so funny. All right, 3, 2, 1, hit enter.
Yeah,
Okay.
Josie.
H, and B.
Okay.
The answer was G.
Roboface. Roboface.
Ah,
No.
the cyborg cowboy one.
Yep.
I thought it was so distinct. It had to be someone else.
This is Knuckles.
He's not even green.
He's not green anymore. Yeah.
Hey Jess, explain, please.
So.
can we go back to the last one and get what all of these characters are?
Yeah, so Knuckles is part of a group of people that are the Guardians of Angel Island, or Guardians of the Floating Island, or Guardians of the Master Emerald, whatever you want to call it. Somebody earlier actually really got me with one because they pointed out that the early comics call it the Floating Island and not Angel Island, and that's why Christo the Echidna was fake. And I was like, oh shit, like, well played.
Damn, imagine if we had that kind of information going into
I
this.
Imagine if we
We
knew.
were like,
things.
oh,
That would
Jess,
help,
you
right?
made a mistake.
We gotcha. I was comfortable thinking that
Yeah.
nobody did.
I had to stop looking at the chat because they're too smart over there.
They're very good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember. Reading these comic books. You need a guide for who everyone is because they all look the same. I'm pretty sure D is Knuckles' father. E is Dimitri, who was very old, and that's why he's like that. There's more nuance to that, but I can't explain it right now. F is another one of the Angel Island Guardians. G is Knuckles. G is Knuckles as an adult with kids after he married his cousin. H is another one of the Guardians. B, his name was like Kraga or something like that. He's part of the Dark Brotherhood.
Yes, the Dark
Yeah,
Brotherhood.
the Dark Brotherhood. You know.
I
was thinking that H was like Knuckles in virtual reality kind of thing.
was thinking H was Knuckles, and it was like this random like background thing you just grabbed to like slip in, and I was like,
Nope,
gotta
that character
be.
just dresses like that all the time.
I was thinking B was maybe going to be like some post-apocalyptic one where it's like traveling like some cloaked warrior, that kind of
That would've
thing.
been so
That's
cool.
what I was getting off.
Also,
that.
Knuckles.
I thought it was going to be like Last Ronin Sonic.
But no, that's one of the villains. Yeah, reading Knuckles comic books, the R2 ones was very difficult as a child because all of the characters were red echidnas, and it got really hard to tell everyone apart. They published a Knuckles family tree in order to help everyone tell, and it's awful and horrible. And it was the thing as a child that made me stop reading Knuckles comics because it's circular and that's bad. Dr. Snively.
Dr. Snively, my favorite one.
Dr. Snively.
Dr. Snively. We need a description for that, sorry. He's the nephew and the assistant of the infamous world despot, Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Please ask me for a fun fact on this one.
I want a fun fact.
Snively.
Fun fact.
Fun fact?
I'll say appearance.
Matt, you've been overridden. The fun fact is that he murdered Dr. Robotnik and attempted to take over his empire.
Oh, 100%.
Wow. Okay.
100%. Let's do it.
Dr. Snively.
His name sounds like sniveling.
boy.
He's the nephew. He could eat him.
Oh, Nikhil,
Absolutely.
I was gonna say fake. Never mind. You
This is a
convinced me.
very-
You've
wait,
convinced me.
wait.
I'm ready. I'm
This is a
ready.
comic
Hold
book
on.
plot.
I need
I'm
to think
on.
about this. I need to think about this.
Wait.
Is
I'll
this
hide my
the
answer.
star scream of Sonic the Hedgehog?
I didn't believe it until you made the connection in my mind with the word play, and now I believe
So wait,
it.
you said that he did murder Eggman.
Yes, he changed the Ultimate Annihilator so it would only target Dr. Eggman's DNA.
The ultimate annihilator.
Now that was some more information right there.
The ultimate annihilator.
Mm-hmm.
The Ultimate Annihilator.
Matt.
Yeah.
Matt.
Yeah.
Matt. Have we?
Yeah, I know. Our
No,
brains both went to
no.
the same
Have we
place.
used Annihilus
How, what?
on Monday? Have we used Annihilus?
On Funtime Universe? No, I don't think we've done Annihilus.
Fuck yeah! All right, we keep going.
Well, okay. We'll you know what? Come back on Monday for Nikhil and I's show, and I guess that's what we'll be
I love
doing.
Annihilus so much.
Okay.
Were you on for Teen Annihilus? Were you on for that episode?
I
Kenny?
was.
I forget which question.
I was
did
on for Teen Annihilus,
yeah.
and I was personally
Okay.
personally attacked by that.
I think I have an answer.
All right,
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
If I get this wrong, it's Nikhil's
3,
fault.
2, 1, go. We have 1 fake and 2 reals. That is real.
Yes. That was the most.
What a little dude!
That was the most
Awful
comic
little
book
man.
plot you've said so far. I was like, that I could see the arc. You
Yep.
get the sniveling weirdo. You overthrow him. You try to rule. It doesn't work out. I get it. Everything
It was
else you
good.
said, but
I liked this comic book. This was
Oh,
good. This is an Ian Flynn comic. Ian Flynn writes great
Wait,
comics.
that was wrong.
Wait, so is Robotnik just dead after that?
Yeah, he was for a while.
Okay.
Eventually,
You know,
his
That's
body
how it
got
goes in
rebuilt.
comic
That's
books. Yeah,
par for the
yeah,
course.
okay.
Yeah.
That's par for the course in comics. It truly is an awful little man, though. I feel like we glazed over that little appearance that was.
Yeah, it's at one point.
you know.
At one point, he built a robot body for himself to pilot, and it was like a 6-foot tall hot
would
dude.
too.
the Arnim Zola method.
And it
The
was
Krang.
Hold on, Nikhil. Did you just call Arnim Zola hot?
No, I said that's what he was trying to do, though. He built himself a big body. He put himself in the middle of it.
You did say that after 6-foot tall hot dude, so you know.
It's more.
The court of public
it's-
opinion will decide
It's
that one.
more Krang. I will admit.
a little more correct.
The court of public opinion will decide that one. What are we at? 877? Is that the right score? Again, chat, please yell at me if I'm getting the score wrong. I'm not used to not like calling the votes and then changing.
If I see you in chat saying that the score is wrong, I'll let you know. But
Yeah.
until then,
Oh, someone said, did Josie and Nikhil get their 3 points? Oh, no one got that. The visual
yeah,
question.
everyone
We were
was
all
wrong on
wrong.
the visual question.
All wrong on that
Josie
one.
and I were closer in alphabet to it.
Mhm.
So maybe we could get like a point.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So we have the anti-boomer, a sentient robot designed to defeat the boomers.
Publication date, Josie.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not even my priority. And agreed.
First appearance, Archie Sonic the Hedgehog, issue 199 in 2009.
So that was before. So that was before.
Mhm.
Can we get the description for
The
that one more time?
A sentient robot designed to defeat the boomers. I really like the fun fact on this one. Is it
boomers.
breaking any rules if I give you all the fun fact? Because this is a fun fact.
I fully just do whatever I want on this show within a vague rule set. So go for it.
Fun fact, he has a weapon called the Super Energy Genesis Engine, or SEGA, which can only harm creatures who have Genesis energy from booming across realities.
See,
Wait,
I have an answer
again,
now.
Super
Okay.
Energy Genesis Engine. That doesn't spell Sega.
It does.
Though. That acronym.
Super.
Engine.
I know it doesn't.
Energy. It's SEGE. It's not Sega.
You're right.
Do they use?
Is this a mistake on Jess's part
No.
or on their part?
There's no way it's a mistake on Jess's part. I will give Jess the benefit of the doubt there.
That 100%
just-
could be a mistake on Jess's part.
Okay.
He's laughing
well,
a lot right now.
I think she's just
have-
realized
I
that
have
it
my
doesn't
vote
fit.
regardless. I have my vote regardless.
Wait, no, I want to say,
doesn't really
because I
have
was
to
going to make
answer
fun of you. It was like, if you made this up, but you like had written such a fun acronym, you wanted us to tell us about it anyway, that would be ridiculous. But now I'm thinking that's what happened.
Yeah, Jess's face. The longer this goes on, Jess's face is kind of. Yeah, I have my answer.
Right, I'm on screen. 3, 2, 1, go. God damn it.
Jess, did you misspell your
Well,
acronym?
no one even asked for the fun fact. You had it was
so
golden.
proud.
You were
I
gonna
was
get
so
it.
proud of it. You know how long I sat there trying to think of a way to make it spell Sega?
Sounds like
I was like, that's the single most Jess thing to ever happen.
I love the number of people in chat being like, this could be real. They could have messed that up. No, it was me. Thank you all for the faith, though.
I knew I was gonna say fake regardless because like there's no like even if this was real, there's no way that they would have called it that because someone would have been like, can we just change that second E to an A and make it Sega? Like there's no way that would have gotten through as it stood. And yeah.
It was actually Engine.
Yeah. I was so sure it had to be real when you were like, "Oh, I love the fun fact." And I was like, "Why would
I
she
was
just
so
volunteer the
proud of
information?"
my acronym, and I needed you all to hear it.
And the sad thing is, we didn't pick it. Just you could have had that mistake go unnoticed forever.
I flew too close to the sun.
No one would have known.
I flew too close to the sun.
Oh my lord! Hey.
I can't. The Super Energy Genesis. That would be another good show title.
Well, it's made up. You can use
right.
it. I came up with it
I can.
entirely while trying to make a Sega acronym.
Dude, but if something comes out that's called the SEG, you've got it. You just got that in your back pocket. You're ready to go.
I'm so ready for this. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Fantastic. That's Jess. Look, the great thing about streaming live is that if something stupid happens and it's funny, that's a win. And
win.
that is one of my favorite things that's happened on this series.
I'm so
oh my god, that was amazing.
I am both overjoyed and mortified at the same time. It's a complicated mix of
That's
emotions.
Canon Clash, baby.
I know the feeling. That's
I will
Canon
say
Clash, baby.
that originally I called this character the Boomer, and I googled to make sure there wasn't a Sonic the Hedgehog character named Boomer, and there was. There is.
Not too surprised. That's very Sonic vibes for a name.
Is it bad that as soon as I heard the acronym, I'm like, oh, just fucked that up. I know what happened.
You
no
live
faith.
with me. You see how dyslexic I am and how often I do that kind of thing.
I do. But I wish I had more faith in you. I feel kind of bad.
Hey, I just stopped us all from getting sued. No copyright. Thank you so much, Grace of Bonnie.
Parody law. Parody law. Parody law. I invoke it too many
Speaking
times.
of parody law, Robbo the Hedge.
Robbo the Hedge.
Robbo the Hedge.
Robbo the Hedge
Is the leader of the Merkian freedom fighters. This character is infamous for being just Sonic the Hedgehog with a bow and arrow.
Oh, it's like a Robin Hood situation. Robbo.
Robbo the
right,
Hedge.
You're right.
Okay.
Okay, so it's Sonic, but it's Robin.
But why wouldn't it be Rob in the Hedge then? Like why O?
Robbo the Hedge.
Robbo the Hedge. Rob.
Oh my god.
Oh, the Hedge.
And I'm not going to say anything about fun fact, first appearance, or description until asked, because I've learned my lesson.
I feel like it should be Rob in the Hedge. It looks like Robin Hood still.
Do we think Jess messed up on 2 of them in a row?
This wouldn't be a mess up. This would be, I think, a disagreement.
It's entirely possible,
no,
but I don't think that's what it is, just personally.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either. This is another one where I think appearance we probably know.
Yeah.
I was gonna say fun fact.
I'll do fun fact.
Yeah, I was going the same way. Fun fact.
The fun fact is that he's Amy Rose's cousin.
Oh, Amy Rose. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
That raises
You know Amy, right?
problematic
She's pink,
things.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Cool.
pink. She's the pink one who is in love with Sonic.
And has a big hammer.
But,
And as a
yes,
cousin.
that, yeah.
But not married
There
to
we
her
go.
cousin,
Nikhil
right?
just got it. Nikhil
To be
just got
fair,
it. It took him a second to
I
get there,
knew
but he
she
got
was
there.
pink. I did not know she had a thing for Sonic. Okay, I'm sorry. That was me
That's
learning
the one
now.
thing I know about her.
I knew she was pink, Matt. That's the one thing I knew. Ah, goddamn.
I mean,
I'm.
Because here's the thing, you did reference the fact that Knuckles marries his cousin earlier.
Yeah, Knuckles marries his cousin, and it's horrible.
And is that something that would be a repeated pattern? And I feel like maybe.
No,
So I think
no.
I have my answer.
You think that they would have two characters marry their cousin?
Yes.
I think
She-
that Ken Penders seems like quite a guy.
She referred to their family tree as a circle. I
What,
think
family
they
trees?
could absolutely do this.
Wait, but they're not family with Knuckles. Wait,
No, but it's the same bit of having a thing for your cousin.
Because Robbo the Hedge
I
looks
got my answer.
like Sonic the Hedgehog with a bow and arrow.
oh
And
god.
Amy's into Sonic.
Oh god. Okay. I hate it here. Okay.
Why was I the only person to see the red flag immediately the second it was brought up?
I think I was just unwilling to
alright.
see the red flag, but no, unfortunately.
That's fair.
Alrighty. I know my
Okay.
answer.
Everybody ready?
I also do.
3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, that's unfortunately real.
Oh no.
It should be an N. I'm so upset.
Rob in the hedge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should.
Right? Why O?
Really should. Robbo.
Robbo.
I truly don't
It's-
know.
You know how them British folks speak. Oh, the hedge.
This is still
Robbo the
anyone's game.
hedge.
10-9-9.
It's so close right now.
It's always like the amount of times that this show has ridiculously close scores or ties for like people will be answering different things. It's not like everyone coordinates, but it gets so close so consistently. I gotta win my own show. Now at this point I'm competitive.
You gotta win. Now we have Scourge the Hedgehog. Scourge, formerly known as Anti-Sonic or Evil Sonic. Scourge became known as Scourge when he attempted to absorb energy from the Master Emerald and turned green.
Love it. Green.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds normal. Sounds believable. Sounds
like Scourge.
yeah, Scourge the Hedgehog. That's exactly what I would expect. I mean, I don't have a hint, but again, this is another one where I believe the appearance is probably going to be Sonic but green.
There's more to it.
Maybe there's like a scar in there or something, but you know.
I'll do fun fact.
Fun fact.
Two
Yeah.
for fun fact? Sure. All right.
Well, Josie has.
There's actually two fun facts. The first fun fact, I hate this character. The second fun fact, Sega does not own the rights to Scourge. After the IDW reboot wiped this character from canon, he almost got a solo series that was unrelated to Sonic and not approved by Sega, but it was canceled after it was discovered that the writer was a white supremacist.
See, once again,
Whoa!
Jess, I'm like, what is your brain? Because this turns out not to be real, and you just came up with that. They're like, what is this? But I've been led astray with that thinking this whole game.
Whoa! What a right turn there at the end.
Wait, hold on.
I mean, I think
Can you
I'm
read
ready.
that fun
There's
fact
not a
one
lot
more
of
time?
processing.
Yeah. I hate this character. Oh, the other fun fact. Sega does not own the rights to Scourge. After the IDW reboot wiped the character from canon, he almost got a solo series that was unrelated to Sonic and not approved by Sega, and it was canceled after it was discovered that the writer was a white supremacist.
Why would they not own the rights?
I have a little bit of background information on this one.
Yeah, I can actually give everyone the same background information just so it's fair. Ken Penders was supposed to send every new character he came up with to Sega so they could copyright these characters and own them, and he did not, and instead he copyrighted them himself or something along those lines. There was a big legal battle when he stopped
Yeah.
writing Sonic the Hedgehog comics, and he walked away with a ton of the rights to some Sonic the Hedgehog comics, or the rights to tons of Sonic the Hedgehog characters.
Okay.
I can confirm.
And he
Yeah,
is-
that is a real thing that
He's
happened.
planning on writing his own solo series about Knuckles' wife, and
So
he's
Does
trying
he
to
like?
license the other characters.
Is
Does he
Ken
wanna
Penders
write?
the white supremacist?
No, he actually was against it once he found out that the writer of this, he licensed this out, and then when it came out that this guy was a white supremacist,
Oh, the writer, not the creator of the character.
yeah.
Ah, okay. That's
Is
what was throwing me.
does this man write anything that's not Sonic, or is he
well,
like?
He's trying to write the Laura Sue Chronicles about Knuckles' wife, Laura Sue.
Okay, but I meant more the general Sonic sense.
I'm sorry. Knuckles' wife is named Laura Sue.
His cousin's name too.
That seems a little on the nose. Oh my god.
I got my answer. I got mine.
Yeah.
But
So everybody ready?
Yeah,
3, 2, 1, go.
that was so many details. If it's not real,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
die.
real.
All right.
It's real.
I've heard of this one. I saw the name come up and I was like, I know this one. I know this one is real. I didn't want to say it, but I've heard of this.
I mostly just wanted to put a picture on the screen of Scourge the Hedgehog because look at this like over-designed fan concept. Like
Yep.
I cannot stand Scourge as a character. The stories he was in drove me insane as a kid. IDW recently put out a green superpowered character named Surge the Teneric, and it's so much better and so much well written and so much less edge.
Yeah, that would have been a tougher call. There were a lot of details, but I am well aware of Scourge the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Probably the only one on this list that I will know in advance.
You might know this next one. This is a pretty popular character. Jonathan Robotnik. That was a joke, Ed. I don't know more popular than anyone else. This is Dr. Ivo Robotnik's twin brother, who's an environmentalist and opposes Robotnik.
That's such a trope.
Dr. Robotnik's brother Jonathan is.
Well, Jonathan
Okay.
Robotnik. What's Robotnik's first name? It could be like Steve. We don't know.
Ivo Robotnik.
Just said Ivo.
That's weirder.
Yeah.
So Jose's mic
And
crashed.
it's an environmentalist who opposes his brother.
It's such a common trope. I could easily see them putting this in.
Oh, 100%.
But it's also kind of like they already did. Wasn't Snively was related to him too?
Snively was his nephew, which would make
don't have him
Jonathan
priority.
Snively's father.
Cool.
Oh. I mean, I think any of the hints would be, well,
Wait.
maybe not publication, but I think either of the others could be helpful. So
I missed what you
guys
just
thinking?
said. Would you mind repeating that?
About Snively? Or the whole thing?
The whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the character, Jonathan Robotnik, Dr. Ivo Robotnik's twin brother, who's an environmentalist and opposes Robotnik. I stumbled my way through that. I'm so sorry.
Huh. Okay.
And then the other thing I had mentioned was because they were talking about Snively. I said Snively was Robotnik's cousin, which would make, not cousin, nephew, which would make Jonathan Snively's father.
Okay.
Are we certain that Robotnik has no other siblings?
Also, for the people in chat saying that it would be mean to name your kid Snively, Dr. Snively was a name that he chose for himself. It's not his real name.
That's okay. That's a bit to unpack, but I think we've moved past. Yeah, what hints are you guys wanting? I really could see either of the more practical ones being useful here.
Fun fact? Question mark.
Fun fact?
Sure.
I'm fine with that.
All right. He's married to an anthropomorphic raccoon named Radio Raccoon.
Now, I do know that relationships between the Sonic animals and human people is a thing that does happen.
It is. Most famously when Sonic kissed a human woman in Sonic 06.
I remember that.
In
Yep, that was
CGI.
what I was thinking of.
I remember that. But it was also supposed to be the real world, right? That wasn't in whatever Sonic is.
So there are humans in Sonic's world. They're called Overlanders. Mobius is Earth just thousands of years later after a large-scale extinction event wiped out a lot of humans and gave animals sentience. It's a whole thing.
That's wild.
And so about half the world is populated by humans and half the world is populated by animals in the Archie Comics continuity. And then in the IDW continuity, they just ignore humans except for Robotnik, or Eggman rather, who is the only human.
This makes a lot more sense why
Now-
Sonic is so popular with furries.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now I do feel like there's an interesting piece of information that was gained from that extra bit about Mobius, was it? Is that it is somehow post-apocalyptic or post-extinction event. So it is interesting he's an environmentalist. I feel like there's not interesting enough that it changes anything, but that is something that's worth noting for Jonathan Robotnik. I think I have my answer. I don't love it. I don't feel great about this one.
Everybody
Okay,
else
yeah,
ready?
I think I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Show it. We have 1 real and 2 fakes. Jonathan Robotnik is fake.
Let's go. Let's
I
go.
kind of like the idea of an environmentalist character in a post-apocalyptic wasteland.
I know, right?
Or wait, I don't know about wasteland.
It's
post-apocalyptic world.
It's good. I just don't think that the Archie Sonic comics were gonna be
The thing that swayed me,
to
the
do
thing that
it.
swayed me the other way was the Sniffly connection. But I feel like that
was also
would be odd.
Yeah. I
Do we
Changing the
know who
system a
Sniffly's
little bit.
parent is and how, like, Robotnik's sibling?
We do. The character is so unremarkable. I don't remember his name, but we've seen.
Okay.
Yeah, because
'Cause it's a-
Robotnik has a pretty big family in the Archie comics.
Because it's a pretty normal thing in especially kids media to have nephews around so that you don't have to say that a character had sex. Weirdly.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have no problem implying that characters have
Mm.
sex in Sonic comics, though. Sonic's got
Yeah.
like 8 kids running around in the Mobius 25 Years Later series.
8.
He's
I'm
very
gonna
fast.
interject here because I'm looking at chat in between questions in case there's any tech errors or something. I'm not like while questions are going, but right after answers are revealed. Is Radio Raccoon a real
No,
character? Or
Radio
did
Raccoon
you
is the made-up
generate
husband
that?
of Jonathan Robotnik that I came up with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
cool.
see, I wish we had gotten to the idea that Radio Raccoon was a man, because I would have called it just on gay representation alone. I'd have been like, no way.
That is also a very good
Yeah.
point. That is also a very good point. I don't
I'm
think
sorry,
that
did you
this
assume
Sonic is a
Radio
gay
Radio
environmentalist.
Raccoon's gender?
I just said that Radio was.
I also thought
I
you
think
initially
it's
said radio.
fair with the context.
I might have.
You didn't, but
okay.
I also assumed.
Again, it goes into the comment that Nikhil made about the being popular with furries. I think that it makes sense that this would be.
True.
Sonic.
Our next one that we have is Tiny the Cat. This is
Immediate?
the older brother of Big the Cat. I don't know if anyone's played Sonic Adventure and remembers Big the Cat. Tiny is a cruel arsonist cat.
Wait, isn't Big the Cat a good guy?
Yeah, Big the Cat's a good guy.
Tiny?
Now you said older brother,
Mhm.
yes?
Tiny's an arsonist?
That does make it
Tiny is an
far
arsonist.
more believable in my mind.
I thought this was going to be like an actual cat. Like, there's going to be like, all these animals are anthropomorphic, and this is just an actual cat that's around.
No, that'd be incredible though. But no,
like a Pluto
the-
situation, but for Sonic.
oh my god, that'd be amazing. Honestly, that's kind of froggy, actually.
I see. But I didn't expect
sure.
Arcanist, regardless. That went through me.
A little context for Archie Comics Sonic is it does take place in the not whole kingdom, and everything is made of wood. Fire, very big threat.
Everything's made of wood.
I believe this because of the trope, like the older brother is named the small name, and then there's like the younger brother, and the younger brother's a good guy, and the older brother's just a chaos beast. I believe this so far, and Josie, you have hint priority now, and I'm last, so I'll shut up. But
I'm pretty sold on my answer already, but I would love to know an appearance of Tiny the cat.
I'll do appearance. Yeah.
All right, 2 for appearance. So appearance it is. He is a purple cat that's the size of a mouse, and he wields a normal-sized matchstick as his weapon.
That's cute.
I love that.
is that too small? Is that too small?
Have you seen how big the cat is? He's Snorlax-sized.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't change my answer.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
You ready?
3, 2, 1, go. This is fake.
Yes.
Oh, Nikhil. Now Nikhil and I are
It's all
tied.
tied.
I was so ready to believe this one.
It sounded a little too cartoony to the vibes that we've been doing so far. The little cat with the big it looks like a mascot.
I believed it. I wanted to
Nikhil,
believe.
Nikhil, do you remember the baby echidna with the mace rattle?
Yeah, but that was like a normal sized thing. Like this is like Jerry from Tom and Jerry. Like
I may have made it too small.
All right, hey. Just out of curiosity, not for timing, we're gonna go, but just for points, how many questions
there are
left?
3 questions left, and I did prepare a tiebreaker.
Okay, cool. All right, let's
Ready.
Nikhil, I gotta beat you. I gotta beat you at my own game. I'm usually not competitive when it comes to games, but this is my game that I made.
All right, next we have Enerjack. Enerjack is a malevolent chaos god who inhabited Knuckles, causing him to go power mad and steal the souls of nearly every Sonic character and use their soulless bodies as slaves.
I'm so in. I know my answer. I don't even need
know
to
my
play.
answer.
I'm also in.
Let's just do it.
I'm also
Let's do it
in.
blind.
Yeah.
Just
Let's go.
No fun facts?
No, you
I
don't
want the
need
fun
it.
fact
You
after we
technically
answer,
can
but I
skip
know
the
my
hint.
answer.
Yeah, afterwards.
All right,
All
ready?
right.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, that's 100% real. That's
Of course
100%.
it is.
Oh, I'm not disappointed at all by the visuals. What in the
This-
Yu-Gi-Oh?
The Knuckles Enerjack arc is sick.
That's so badass
It's
looking.
cool, but it's also so icky if if it's an allegory for Jews, and also Knuckles is Jesus. Like it's just
a good
man,
point.
that's so bad.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, fair point. This character does not exist
he
post
looks
reboot. So
like a
somebody at
Yu-Gi-Oh
IDW
god.
agrees with you on that. But yeah, the fun fact is that this is the only villain to have never actually been defeated by characters in the Sonic the Hedgehog comics. He always just gets defeated by circumstances.
Oh,
Does look cool as hell though.
Like how?
Enerjack does be looking cool as
Like
hell.
a spell expired and stopped him from being able to stay on Earth once. Just like stuff like that, where it's like he shows up and wins, but like something else happens, and oh, we sure are lucky we don't have to fight Enerjack anymore.
I love the idea of like a sticky note at whatever editor's office is handling this. That's just like you can't defeat Enerjack, and every writer's like, all right, gotta
come up with something else.
do something.
Enerjack is a weird character because he was introduced in the Knuckles comics, being written by Ken Penders, and all of it is convoluted and kind of boring, but they tell you that Enerjack is really cool. And then it's not until this character is at one point in an arc written by Ian Flynn, who's a much better writer, and away from the Echidna people and has nothing to do with that weird Echidna storyline, where it's like everyone loved that arc, and then he goes back to the Knuckles comics and everyone's like, stop.
Yeah, that is an archetype in comics of like this character was good in this one thing as long as they're not where they were originally written for.
Also, appearance was supposed to be based on the Predator movies.
Oh, I
Okay.
see that, yeah.
I
I
can
can
see it,
see it. I see it a little bit.
Oh, I thought that was a neat little fact that I learned while making this today. Our next character is Shade, the pre-ultimate. And for the description, Shadow the Hedgehog is referred to as the ultimate life form. But before being turned into Shadow the Hedgehog by Gerald Robotnik, he lived as a woman named Shade, retroactively being referred to as Shade the pre-ultimate.
Shadow is
Shadow
trans?
is trans?
Okay, Josie
okay.
not knowing that is making me think it's not real. Because I feel
That's-
like that would have been a fun
that's the
fact
thing,
Jess
I
would have
feel
shared
like
it
there's-
instantly.
There's
Rosie
no
forbid me
way
from
this
telling
can
her
be
about
real
Sonic
because if
things.
this is real, there's no way I have not heard this.
Also, like people used to make those like Shadow and Sonic like edgy reading out loud Reddit posts or whatever,
Mhm.
like the fastest Mario.
Yeah.
I feel like this would have come up.
I don't think Jess would have let me
There's-
play Shadow as a trans femme on the what was that battle royale thing, if this was true,
Fight
because
fast.
that yeah,
It's
that
gotta
would have
come
been
up.
that would have been real bad.
I do want the hint for this one. Because I know that, hint priority, but screw it. I think we all have our answers. I want to know what she looks like.
You want to know what she looks like?
Sure.
I'm very curious to hear if there's like if it's just like a human woman Sonic or Shadow or something like that.
Yeah, so she is a dark red hedgehog who wears a lab coat and round gold glasses.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
Hey Jess, why did you take your glasses off?
I don't know what glasses. What do we? I didn't.
There's no
Why'd you
way.
take those
in
round
hell.
gold glasses off?
I
weird
don't know what
thing
you're
to
talking
do.
about. I don't wear glasses. That'd be. All
Let's
right.
vote.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's absolutely fake. I just.
Self-insert OC a little bit.
That was
or-
good though.
Not
that was
even.
good. Sometimes you
Not even that. I just
sometimes you gotta bit the
wanted
bits.
wanted to do the bit. I wanted to have a character with the glasses and take it off, and I was like, I got nothing.
I know I've done bit questions on this show before. Sometimes you gotta do it for the bit, and that was good. And here's the thing. The only reason that I voted no so quickly was purely because just like if that was real, I would have heard of it. It was believable solidly. It's just I would have heard.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
No, yeah, it seems like something would have come up.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
definitely would have not stopped hearing the end of that actually.
You would have heard about that every
No, that
day
would
for
be
the last
constant.
2 years.
Constant.
Another thing that you probably would have heard about, Eclipse the Darkling.
That's like a band name.
Is a super soldier created by an alien race called the Black Arms as their answer to Shadow the Hedgehog.
I don't know enough about Shadow to understand this.
Arms.
Why?
I know Shadow is the edgy one who has a gun sometimes.
I know that too.
And that's a yeah, that's.
He's the
I
ultimate
know
life
he's gonna
form.
be in Sonic 3.
I'm anti-life and anti-choice.
That video is so funny.
I don't think I've seen that
It's
one.
from Jet on YouTube, JHETT. They make some incredible Sonic the Hedgehog parody content.
After this, I will have to share you 2 of the best videos I've ever seen in existence.
Yes, please do. We have the Discord chat. Please send them all. Okay, I mean, wait, is this
This is the
last
final question.
question before tiebreaker?
What's the
Okay,
score going
so
into
we
this?
might have to go to tiebreaker. 14, 14, 12.
Jesus Christ. I have no idea for this
I have
one,
no
truly.
chance, but I guess it comes down to this for you 2.
Okay.
Well, if I get it wrong and
Uh,
Matt gets it right, wait, do we lose points or no?
No one loses points.
Sorry, I
No,
was gonna
no,
say
we
we'd
don't
be
lose the
13-13
points
and we could do
system.
the tiebreaker, but I guess that's not possible. So, sorry.
It's still super close though. We do still get a hint then. I think we can assume he looks like some sort of anti-shadow. So, fun fact.
Fun fact?
Sure.
The fun fact is that for the arc that he was going to first appear in, he was originally supposed to be the character Mephiles from Sonic 06, but Sega said to use a different character because they wanted to distance themselves from that game.
I think I have my answer. I think I have it. I don't feel great.
All right, I got mine.
Okay, yeah. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, Nikhil and I have voted differently.
Eclipse
Oh.
Darkling is real.
Woo! Oh, let's go!
Which means Matt wins.
Oh, thank God I won my own show. Whew, that would have been embarrassing if I didn't do it. Oh, it was so close, though.
What was the
boy.
tiebreaker?
The tiebreaker question was, which one of these lyrics are not real lyrics from a Sonic the Hedgehog video game theme song?
Oh, let's totally do it then. I mean, let's totally do
Just
it.
for fun.
Oh, thank God I won my show. All right.
So I'm gonna read these for the audience. Our first lyric is "Fuck the pain away. My bed is in ruins. Need you in my veins. Don't know how you do it. Come and leave your mark. Vandalize my heart."
Just before you go on to the second one, I just want to note it that like I have a bunch of different tabs up to manage the stream, and so to read these small letters, I have to lean in, and I leaned in, immediately saw the word "fuck," and was just that was the first word I read. I'm so okay. Just keep going.
The second one is, "When everything you know has come and gone, only scars remain of who I was. There's no one left to carry on. The pain (parentheses) persists. I can't resist." Our third one is, "My speed is my religion. Your God is dead. In parentheses, Shadow says, you are not forgiven." And then the fourth one, which should be D but says A because I've typoed it, is, "No such thing as faith for those who speed. A path out of time instead of just living it. So many things erased before they begin. Hopes undream instead of what could have been."
Sonic fans, are you okay?
I think this whole episode has been a pretty solid answer of no.
We haven't been okay in a long time. We're getting there. Actually, like, the IDW Sonic comics are so good, and they're so well written, and they're so normal. They're so blessedly normal. They're so incredibly normal.
Is it?
I recognize the lyrics from one of these, so I know that one's real. I've heard this song when you play it in the car, Jessica.
You don't need to tell them that. No one needs to. I should have thought twice about putting that
My
on.
vote is C. I think the Shadow is a.
I was also going to say
herring.
C. I feel like if this is a Shadow thing, I feel like Shadow would not say my speed is my religion.
That's exactly the kind of thing Shadow would say.
I don't know.
I think both speed and the Shadow is a red herring. I think that's
that. Yeah, that's.
I know.
I'm
certain that A and B are real.
I'm gonna say the second A.
Okay, D.
A2.
Which is not from a real Sonic game.
I'm so sure A and B are real, and then I think the second A you put in because it has funny wordings like hopes and dream. So C is what's left.
Yeah. Okay. I'm also gonna go with C for Nikhil.
Yeah, the answer is C.
Hey, there we go. There we go. Which is the one that just plays in the car?
A. I've heard it so many times. Fuck the pain away, my bed is in ruins. The first time I heard this, I was like, "Wow, this is a really edgy song, like a emo metal band." It's like, "Oh, it's from a Sonic the Hedgehog." I'm like, "What?"
I forgot about that. We did have that conversation.
That's amazing. All of this has been amazing.
It's a banger of a song. I'm not gonna lie. It just does not. I don't know why it's in a Sonic game.
Great episode. Great episode of Canon Clash overall. I mean, awful, but awful in the way that makes Canon Clash great.
Thank you so much for letting me do this. If you ever want another Sonic
thank you for coming on.
There's plenty.
Thank you for coming on. This has been great. I need to get more of my friends with like very niche interests to come on and guest host this for more topics because it's just so bad. It's just so I have so many Google searches I need to do now to get clarification on all of these awful things. Oh boy.
Also,
I do have a couple stream announce. Oh, go
people are
ahead,
asking
Jess.
what the songs what the songs are called. And the first one is called Vandalize. The fourth one is called Seven Rings in Hand, and I can
know that one.
find the name of the
Seven
third
rings
one
in hand.
again really quickly because I always forget it. There's a lot of really great songs in Sonic Frontiers, and I kind of forget them sometimes.
I know a few Sonic songs,
Yeah,
but not many. Escape the City, is that like the really iconic one? That one I know.
mhm. I had to
Uh,
I had to skip that one because I knew
but
everyone was gonna know that. B is Infinite's theme.
yeah, that one I know.
Infinite what?
Infinite's theme. Infinite is the villain of Sonic Frontiers.
You've definitely played A and A in the car multiple times.
Oh, all three of them are on that same playlist.
Okay.
Now you got to keep an eye out for them. All right. Well, Jess, thank you so much for hosting. Nikhil and Josie, thank you for coming on. I do have some quick stream announcement things, some fun stuff. So especially if you're new to the channel or came in from one of the, or like came specifically for this, stick around because other fun things are happening. But since that'll be like the last thing, everyone, if you want to go around and plug your stuff, at this point, I think all of you have been on the channel before. Most people probably know you, but I guess it's only natural to start with the host. So Jess, if you want to plug your stuff, say what you do for a bit. And we'll go around, and then I'll do my announcements, and we'll wrap
Awesome.
up.
I'm Jess. You can find me on social media at Pirate Princess Jess on TikTok and Pirate Princess Jessica on Instagram. I make reels. I talk about niche hobby interests, which sometimes is Sonic the Hedgehog, sometimes is Godzilla, sometimes is pinball, and I also talk about trans stuff. And that.
Oh,
and a lot.
Jess, I saw the Venom pinball machine like 2 days after we discussed it on the last Canon Clash.
Yes, that was right after it came out. That's amazing. Did you get to play it?
I did not because it cost money and I'm a cheap person. But
I
I watched
understand.
people play it and it seemed fun.
It's a really fun
It's
game.
really
The
fun.
game is so cool.
I'm still so tempted to get one at some point. At some point, I will.
Highly recommend. That game has longevity to it. There's a lot of stuff in it. It's got like a mechanic where you can level up, which is like sort of a new thing. It's
That's
Yeah,
interesting for
I did not
pinball.
understand that at all. And the scores seemed crazy because they had so many multipliers and people
Mhm.
getting thousands of points. And I was like, what's happening?
Stern has realized that if you're getting more points, it's more fun, even though that like it's all relative. And so their games recently are like in the hundreds of millions.
Okay, yeah, that point inflation stuff makes
And
sense.
it has Gwenum on.
It
It has
was-
Gwenum in it. One of my
does have
favorite
Gwen.
iterations.
Yeah, underrated symbiote there. All right, who's okay? So I guess technically, if we go in the clockwise order, next up is me, and everyone knows who I am. So we'll skip down to Nikhil. Everyone knows who Nikhil is too, but I always make him do something
Hi,
because
it's
funny.
me. I still have only the TikTok. I'm on Twitch too, but I'm kind of scaling it down at this point. But follow me on Twitch. I'll be there Tuesday. I have a TikTok. Watch my videos there. I'll be back here with Matt on Monday to make the Ultimate Annihilator in
The ultimate
our
annihilator.
thing, and then yeah.
Excellent. And then down to Josie.
I am Josie. I am otherwise known as Saint Josie, and you can find me at saint.josie on TikTok and saint.josie on Instagram. I am an independent artist. I make music. If you like hyperpop, electropop, and songs about being gay and trans, then that's what I do. I'm gonna release an album later this year, or not this year, next year. I'm releasing an album mid next year, and yeah, check me out. I am
Cool.
Saint Space Josie on Spotify. And I also do have a Twitch. It's ST Josie, and I'm actually going to start streaming again next week. I have a couple of. Oh, actually, I should talk about my
Nice.
class, huh?
Yeah, you just dropped a music class.
Yeah. So I had a really cool opportunity recently. I took when I started making music, I took a class on studio.com, which has like a bunch of like um, music courses made by like people like Charlie Puth and Indina Menzel for like singing and stuff like that. and I took a class by a guy named Andrew Huang, who's like a music YouTuber, just to like learn how to like do that. And I did that about 3 years ago now. And then recently they reached out to me and be like, hey, we're actually following up with some of our previous students who are content creators and seeing if they want to make a class. And I was like, okay, yeah, cool. And then I quickly realized that like of all the people who they asked to do this, I am like way out of my element. Like these people are like I said, Charlie Puth and her and like Adina Menzel. And either way, it's really cool. So I have created a class, which is about 12 hours of video content. And I go from through my process of songwriting and production and everything from beginning to end. And it's I think $80 is what we priced it at.
That's super cool.
So if you want to check that out,
That's very cool.
studio.com/Saint Josie. And I can drop a link somewhere if that helps. And otherwise,
you might not be able to put links in the chat because you have to be a mod, and I don't trust the wilds of the internet to be able to send any link they want. But Amy can figure it out. Amy,
so fair. You don't have to
can you
drop a
figure it
link.
out?
I'm gonna have it in my
Amy will find
Instagram
it. Amy's
and
very good
TikTok
at
bio,
helping.
come Monday. So because I'm gonna start like pushing it really hard, marketing starting Monday. So if you follow my content, then you'll definitely see something about it upcoming in the next.
Actually, wait. If you give me like 10 seconds, I can get this to work.
I can vamp while you do that.
Amy,
because another thing that Josie needs to promote is she just got a broadcast channel on Instagram and put out a early demo of one of her songs. And if you're interested in what kind of music she makes, you can hear I think you called it 0.07 version or version 0.07 of the song. So there's still changes to go, but it's incredible.
And it's the song that I made during the class, which actually, so if I could tell, like, I guess I can vamp too and tell a story about how this song and the class came about.
You can send links now, by the way, but yes,
perfect.
Go ahead.
Okay. So basically what happened was like, they asked me to do this. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll talk about like my songwriting process as an independent artist. And then as I started doing that, I got really, really stuck and really, really depressed about it. So I was supposed to be filming this over the course of like 3 weeks or so. And for almost a week and a half, I filmed nothing because I just like couldn't come up with anything. And so in the end of the course, what the course ended up actually being about was finding inspiration and overcoming insecurities as an independent artist, because that is one of the realest things that I think all independent artists come up with is like, am I good enough to do this? Am I legitimate enough? And the whole thing is about just like a commentary about like my inner process as I'm like trying to keep my cool in front of the camera, as I'm filming for like 7 hours a day, like making this song. And then also just like how stuck I got because the song didn't come together until like the last couple days, where it just all of a sudden like clicked and everything came together. Like the lyrics weren't written until the second to last day. So that's really what the class is about. I'll drop a link in the chat in a second once I'm not holding my push to talk. So
that sounds fantastic, though. So everyone go check that out. And then looping back around to me, quick announcements for the channel. Again, if there are any new people here, I'm sure there's at least a couple that came over from the other the guest star channels. There is another big thing happening on this channel this month, that being Agents of Hades. I have been running DnDorks, my Dungeons & Dragons show, for quite a long time now, but we are doing a Halloween special mini-series this month. It is a 3-episode thing in a superhero world of my own design. It's very spooky. There's lots of weird monsters and lots of very fun and ridiculous characters. The finale of that 3-episode miniseries is happening this Friday, October 27th. The first episode is already up on our YouTube, Spotify, other podcasting platforms. Links for that will be going through the chat, but that is on the DnDorks channel. And then episode 2 of 3 will be going up there on this upcoming Wednesday or tomorrow if you are one of our Patreon subscribers. So, point being, like I said, the finale of that is this upcoming Friday, but only 2 episodes are out. So if you guys want to go through and watch those episodes and then come to the finale live, if you like superheroes, if you like horror, if you like Moon Knight, Doctor Strange weirdness, because that's the kind of thing that I'm trying to bring to this as the writer, come check that out. It's a very fun show. Lots of cool surprises in store. And then what other things are happening on this channel? Monday, Nikhil already brought it up, but new episode of Matt and Nikhil's Fun Time Universe, where I guess we're going to be talking about Annihilus. That's just kind of our show where we talk about weird Marvel stuff, and it's always nonsense, and it's always pretty fun. So, I do believe, unless someone reminds me of something that I forgot, that is about it. Thank you again to everyone for coming to the episode today. Thank you doubly to Jess for hosting. I hope you enjoyed. I had a great time. This was ridiculous in a fantastic way.
I'm so glad. I had so much fun doing this.
But yeah, I'm very, 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 very glad that you did. So, with that is going to be the end of tonight's episode. I will upload this to YouTube probably tomorrow. Sometimes things have been delayed lately, so it might be Monday, but it will be going up within the next couple of days. So, keep an eye out for that if you would like to rewatch. Thank you all again to the audience for coming out and watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Bye, everybody.